It's me, Joku, and I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Let's talk about some of the patch notes. So first and foremost, let's go over Nagant.
You're done.
This still exists, and is going to be in the season until they're not nerfed.
You're in my sights.
They confirmed they will be finding a way to fix it, but they will not be fixed until next season, which is unfortunate, to say the least. I'm not a Nagant main.
Move it.
I am a one-for-all Deku main.
Take this.
Yellow Uraraka main and blue Uraraka, but I'm supporting Nedjure when she comes out because I can't wait to play her. But Nagant's bug has not been nerfed, so that is unfortunate. But something else has been nerfed. They said that you play on controller, you know about her melee, her air melee, and she
accuracy increased.
They nerfed it.
Accuracy increased.
It doesn't really work all the time anymore. It can still work, but it's not guaranteed. Unless you're up against the wall. If you're up against the wall, you're still getting hit.
Accuracy increased.
If you're up against the wall, that's a given. You're still getting hit. But what they actually did was they didn't change her how they said they were going to change her. They didn't just get rid of the quickscoping combo. They got rid of quickscoping in general.
Accuracy
Look at that.
increased. Fire.
My reticle is right on Uraraka, right here on her.
Accuracy increased. Shoot.
It's
Accuracy
shooting
increased.
at where her recoil is going.
Accuracy increased.
They messed up her quickscoping.
Accuracy increased.
They messed up her quickscoping, and this is going to be bad for actual Nagant players who actually did like
Accuracy
games,
increased.
who are actually
Accuracy
skillful as this
increased.
character. You know, who actually
Accuracy
can
increased.
You kind of have to like reverse bullet
Accuracy
travel
increased.
it now if you want to quickscope. Like you kind of got to
Accuracy
aim
increased.
at the feet in a
Accuracy
like
increased.
a weird angle.
Accuracy increased.
See? That's really weird. And a lot of people aren't going to like that change. I know I don't like it. I don't even use her.
Accuracy increased.
Like, that's crazy. Like look at that.
Accuracy
It's not
increased.
even shooting where it is.
Accuracy
Now there is a
increased.
workaround. They got rid of just quick scoping. They didn't get rid of like aiming down
Accuracy
and shooting in your
increased.
spot. So if you
Accuracy
wait until she
increased.
says accuracy, you're good to shoot. But quick
You're in
scoping
my
no longer.
Accuracy increased.
She cannot do
Shoot.
it. But again,
Not even close.
you still have like strong melee combos like
It's
this.
over.
So that's like getting rid of the quick scoping thing just means you won't get one shot anymore, but with the bug still being in the game, she can just chase you down after doing that. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Getting rid of quick scoping isn't what they said they would do. They said they would get rid of melee, air melee.
Accuracy increased.
You know, they were supposed to, how they worded it, they said they were going to add a delay, meaning that I should be able to do this.
Accuracy increased.
Meaning that, what is it? Uraraka should be able to fully recover or hit me back
Take
before I get a
accuracy
sniper
increased.
But that's not what they did. Because it's like that for her normal alpha, by the way. I'm matching special actions, it's not coming out.
Accuracy increased.
That's how long I have to wait until special action.
Accuracy
Look at
increased.
that. And you can't even quick
Accuracy
open it.
increased.
You can't alpha and then quick open it.
Accuracy increased.
Doesn't work. Which a lot of people will probably be happy about, but I don't think getting rid of her quick scoping in general was a good idea.
Accuracy
Because that's not what they
increased.
said they were going to do. Again, I don't use Nagant, so this doesn't really affect me that
Accuracy
much.
increased.
But for Nagant players, for you, so those of you who actually like Nagant, sorry to
Accuracy
say,
increased.
your character might be broken for this.
Accuracy
because they
increased.
didn't do what they
Need to
promised.
reload.
Instead of you can no longer quick scope. Instead of quick scoping, you can just aim down
Accuracy
sight, give
increased.
someone a chance to react.
You
to
should
it, then
dodge.
shoot. There's no quick scoping isn't really a thing anymore. Let's talk about Purple Shiggy. The man of the hour, the raid boss. They have nerfed his. They haven't nerfed it yet, but they're going to be nerfing his alpha loop. And not in the way you think. They're not getting rid of it, nor are they adding more down power. What they're doing is making so it takes charge whenever he rolls.
Where are you looking?
So realistically, whenever I roll, that should take a charge, take a charge, take a charge, take a charge. But they're not getting rid of the combo, meaning that he'll only be able to do it 5 times now, as opposed to, you know, say like 8 or 7 times he could do it before. Which a lot of people aren't going to be happy about that, but clearly it was intended for Shiggy to be able to do the loops. A lot of people who hate fighting tech Shiggy are not going to be happy about that, but they're not getting rid of the loops. They're just making it so that he can't do it as long as he used to be able to, which is kind of what I wanted for One For All Deku, but that's not going to be the case for him either. Kendo, a universal change that everyone got. Everyone on this list got this. You can, if you jump while on the ground, if you jump and press square, you now get your air melee while on the ground. That's how it looks on Kendo. This is how it looks on Deku. See, I'm getting my air melee. But you know what this also means? You can no longer melee cancel. Now, Kendo's combo is still lethal. It still exists. But getting rid of her, killing that combo, like the melee cancel has been in the game for 2 years now. It's been in the game for as long as the game has been out. Not everyone knew how to do it, but people who know that this melee loop has been here since season 1. Or the melee cancel has been there since season 1, and that's how you would get like constant melee ones out. Now it's just, or you could like melee, you could like dash for some characters, but that's not how it works for Kendo. For hers, it was melee into jump cancel into melee, and that's not a thing anymore. Now you're just gonna get air melee, which again doesn't ruin her, but it definitely gets rid of her base melee combo, which they changed her properties so that she could do it twice in a row anyways. She was intended to be a melee character, unlike Yellow Kendo. She was meant to do the melee loop. And then, because they changed her melee properties in case you didn't know. Yellow Kendo can't do melee 3 into jump cancel into melee 3 again. After melee 1, it will hard knock you. For Red Kendo, she could go into a double melee 3 string into beta, which, you know, again, this doesn't ruin her because her beta is still insanely strong. So you can still be one-shot by this Kendo. That does not change. This still exists. You can still be one-shot by that Kendo, especially if her beta is strong. So this doesn't ruin her, but I do think they lost the aspect of how they wanted this character to be built. Because getting rid of this for her, getting rid of the melee loop for her, I don't think was a good idea. A lot of people will say it was, but at the end of the day, she was intended to be a melee loop character. And your biggest problems, honestly, are with the tunings and her beta. Embrittlement being able to constantly proc is the biggest issue. They need to nerf embrittlement like how they nerf Sisterly and make it so that embrittlement goes on like a, I don't know, like a 20 to 25 second cooldown if it procs once, instead of you just being able to reset it every melee. Like, being able to reset it every melee is crazy. That's insane. Because this is constantly reducing your defense.
We'll flip the situation.
But yeah, but this does open new routes for other characters. Blue Deku can now do this on command. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. He can now do this on command. Which means another type of melee loop. So, to all you Blue Deku haters, unfortunately, he'll still be able to do that to you. Or, you know, that's now a route that's more optimal now. And that honestly probably would have been more optimal than his freaking melee loops. So, to all you Blue Deku haters out there, unfortunately, you're going to have to struggle with this character another season. Because now he has a new type of move. Being able to do that on the ground. And with Overdrive, it just makes it faster. Again, this you may have liked the change for one character, but it just made another one stronger. So, again, not every character should have that change. Because Blue Deku, this loop being a manual thing you can do now, is going to be dangerous. But thank you for tuning in. I will be playing a lot more this season, especially when Support Nedjure comes out. I really want her. So yeah, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more later. Thanks.